Lord, help me. What's going on, guys? It is Ethan and you're watching Lion's Garage. Okay guys, so I know that I haven't been very active on my YouTube lately, as I should be. I should be pretty active, right? It would only make sense if I want to get big on YouTube, you know, hey, why don't you post more, Ethan? Well, I kind of want to come clean with you guys. I haven't really been working throughout the winter time, so therefore money has been kind of an issue with the truck. But here's the thing, through the summertime I usually work, and while I'm working I make really good money doing it. But I just kind of feel bad because I haven't been keeping you guys updated with the truck and everything that I do with the truck. I mean, I do a lot to the truck off camera. So therefore, I want to kind of show you guys exactly everything that I've done to this truck, you know, since you guys last have seen it. Okay, so a little update on it. I did take this out, and I ended up taking this out and undoing a lot of the rust. That's why it can actually wobble now. So if you guys were wondering, you know, one thing that I've done, it has been the hitch. It's kind of been a pain in the butt, really, but I mean, what hasn't with this truck? And then another thing, you guys ask, Ethan, what's this pink stuff in your bed? Well, it's not really pink, it's actually plum. But the thing is that I painted this because it's rusty. I didn't want it to get more rusty. And this is stuff that I found underneath the bed liner. Like, this is stuff that I found underneath the bed liner. So it'll get covered up by the new bed liner once I do new bed liner. And a lot of you guys ask, Ethan, what's this hole for? And if you ask that, well, now I know that you don't know a lot about trucks. And what that is a hole for your gooseneck trailer wires right there. So whenever you have your gooseneck mounted in here, it looked like they had like a plate of some sort in here. But that's where you put your thing in there. That's where you put your wire, your brake wires and everything for your gooseneck. So that's what that's for. But that's one thing that I've done. I've gotten a lot of this bed liner out of here. I still got to get more. As you guys can see, there's a whole lot more in here. You know, I still need to get all that out. It's just been a real big hassle. Now, I have been looking at new wheels and tires for this truck. And the reason why is because I guess I haven't really told my YouTube channel, but if we go over here and we actually find the size, it says 16.5 for the rims, but you know, I just really need new rims because it is a 16.5 and a 16.5 is obsolete. If y'all don't know, 16.5 is like an obsolete wheel, so I gotta go with the 16. So yeah, and another thing is this tire, out of all the tires on this truck, that one's full, this one's flat. That one always goes flat for some weird reason. It just always goes flat. I think that there's a leak in it, but I'm not sure though. I just don't know. This one stays full. That one stays full. I don't know what's wrong with it. So another thing that I have done to it since I've made my last video is put the seal plate on and kind of move the wires, because the wires were all around here. So just kind of moved the wires out of the way. I was just like, you know what, I'm tired of seeing them wires. So just kind of moved them out of the way. Next would be getting my two starting wires out of here. Whenever you start it, that's what you got to use. You got to put those two together. You got to put your ignition. I mean, you gotta put your key in the ignition right here. And then you'll put your key in the ignition, turn it, and then put those wires together. And that's how you start Old Inferno. And then another thing that I need to get done is I need to put my door panels back on, but I lost all the clips to it, and I need to get this seat out of here. This seat is actually going this summer. I'm done with it. It has a tear in it. It keeps on getting my jeans caught in it. I'm just not dealing with it, it can go. Honestly, that's where I'm at with it. That seat can go. I'm putting a brand new seat in it. I'm gonna just throw seat covers. I'm gonna just throw seat covers over it. Lord, I can't talk today. I'm gonna just throw camo seat covers over it, and if you guys can see right here, I had to ghetto this steering wheel cover on because it's too big. I had to put zip ties on it. Lord help me here. But that seat is actually going. This first gen seat. I just really don't want the bench seat in it. Alright, y'all. So I just hopped in the truck because it's like really windy out there. But I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on this bench seat here. The reason why I'm actually getting rid of the bench seat is because I just really don't like the that there's no center console on it and all that. Whenever I'm driving, I actually want a center console. That way I can put stuff in it and all that, and like lay my hand on while I'm driving down the road or whatever. And I also want my seat to be able to move freely instead of like the passenger being uncomfortable because they're a little bit taller than how I am. I'm like 5'8", so I have to have my seat scooted up. I usually keep my seat scooted up pretty good, but you know, I don't have to. I can scoot. Lord help me. I could scoot this seat all the way back and still drive it. It's just like a bigger reach for me, I guess you could say. But that's kind of the reason why I have it usually scooted all the way up, is because, you know, I don't know, it's easier for me to drive this way rather than, you know, having it scooted all the way back. But I mean, other than that, it's a pretty good fit, you know. But another thing that I got to do before getting this truck on the road is, you know, I'm gonna get made fun of this, I'm sure a lot of you guys are like, well, that's what you get for getting a Dodge, Ethan. Well, guess what, I'm gonna tell you guys anyway. I need to get the transmission fixed in it. It's not bad. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it is not bad. I actually, me and Dad went to Carrollton in this. I don't really remember when. It was in the fall, I think. But I went to go get my exhaust done. I didn't trailer it there. We were going to trailer it there, but we ended up not because, you know, we didn't want to use his truck and then use my truck as at the same time. We just and go and borrow a trailer. It would have been a big old hoopty mess if we would have done that. But, you know, we just kind of drove it there, and the transmission, it slips a little bit. If you know, you kind of got to feather it, feather the gas. That's what you got to do. You got to feather the gas. You can't really just like lay into it like most trucks. You can just like lay into it to speed up. You got to just feather the gas, or else it'll slip and act like it's in neutral. I don't know what's really going on there, but I'm going to first try to change my transmission filter and then figure out where it's leaking at, and then just change whatever I need to fix that leak. I think that it's just a gasket, but it's whatever. I'll figure out what I gotta do there. But I also got to fix my ignition because you know, my ignition it allows my brake lights not to work. So like whenever like let's say that I like press my brake pedal, I know that my battery's not on, but like if I press my brake pedal right there, my lights, none of them will come on, but my running lights will work. My running lights, they work, but my brake lights, they do not. So therefore, we got to get that fixed before we can drive it. I don't care driving it without a bumper or driving it without the tailgate on it, because, you know, that's just me. I don't know about you guys, but I honestly don't care. I mean, yeah, it kind of looks bad right now because, you know, it doesn't have anything right there. Plus, I can't even put my tailgate on it anyway because my freaking thing popped off right there. And then whenever it popped off, you know, I was going like this, and then I threw it at this whenever it popped off. And that's kind of the reason why that's kind of out of it, because I threw that at it, and yeah, it broke. But other than that, I've been looking at some wheels. I'm not going to tell you guys exactly what wheels I'm putting on it, but let's just say it's going to be a different setup. And I'm actually keeping these wheels, so, you know, a lot of people ask me, hey Ethan, are you going to sell your wheels? And if you're selling your wheels, sell them to me. Well, guess what, guys? I'm not going to sell my wheels. And the reason why I'm not selling my wheels is because these are actually going to be my off-road wheels. So I'm actually keeping these, repainting them, possibly just taking it off, keeping them chrome or whatever. And I'm going to put my Super Swampers on these, or I'm going to put Humvee tires on it, because you can get the 16.5 Humvee tires. So I'm going to get those. But yeah, guys, basically that's what all I've done, is just getting wires cleaned up and just getting the truck cleaned up again, because, you know, I kind of neglected it during the winter. Rust is accumulating like crazy. I know. I'm starting to have a real redneck truck now. I'm not having that real nice truck that Ethan's always been talking about. Ethan's starting to get that old box again. So Ethan's gonna have to replace his taillights too, because he got that. He has the redneck classic taillights over here that's been freaking punched out and everything like that. But yeah, basically I'm gonna have to do those. I gotta get shocks for it. If y'all haven't noticed, I have no shocks for this truck, which means I've been driving around with just springs, and trust me, it's been very, very bouncy. So yeah. And then another thing is oh, I shouldn't give this away, but I'm gonna have to, because this is something for aesthetics, but I'm possibly going to be getting new door handles because they are blacked out, and I could just you know, repaint them or whatever. But you know, I don't know if the wheels match. Oh man, I gave a big hint out, so y'all just beware. And you know, I was kind of wrong on the wheels that I wanted, because you know, I did release that 2019 video, and I do apologize for that. You guys are probably standing on your guys' tippy toes wondering, Ethan, what wheels are you going to get? And I decided not those Moto Metals. I really like those Moto Metals, but I just really want to keep my truck in its air. So that would give you guys a pretty good idea of what wheels I'm getting for it. But I do need to do touch up to it, and I need to order my new mirrors, which is going to be $100. So I got to get those this summer, because I'm not driving no pitted chrome with pitted chrome on it. I mean, as long as it drives, I don't care. That's just who I am. As long as it drives, I don't care. I don't care if it has the blue bed in it. Honestly, I don't care. It's a truck. A lot of y'all spoiled rotten, but I don't care. But I just want to try. And like, see, look, I neglected it so much where it's getting black stuff on the hood. This is another time where I show you guys my motor, because a lot of y'all don't really know what my motor looks like. If y'all follow me on Instagram, you guys know what my motor looks like. But here's what the motor looks like right now. Yes, I know it looks like the truck has been neglected, but I'm just telling you, I haven't cleaned up the motor. I did paint it. I painted a really thin, I painted the paint really thin on all of it. I didn't do a really thick paint. So that's the reason why it looks the way that it looks right now. You know, I just really haven't been cleaning my engine bay. So yeah, that needs repainted actually. So yeah, let's close this, because that's the old Inferno. That's not Inferno 2.0, but this summer here comes Inferno 3.0. Because I was actually gonna go, it's gonna look so good that I'm gonna call it 3.0 probably. But I need to do a lot of touch up to it. I'm getting my new wheels for it, new tires, possibly this summer. I'm not saying that all this stuff's gonna happen this summer. It's just a plan. But mainly what's gonna happen is it's gonna get running and driving before this summer. That's my plan. And you know, that's just kind of the update on it. I got to get new hubs for it because these freaking automatic hubs don't work. They don't work whatsoever. So therefore I got to get new hubs for it, and you know, that really does suck for me because that's going to be like 200. Oh dude, I can freaking, as soon as I kick that thing, I just knocked it loose. That ain't no good. Well guys, I hope that you guys liked this video. Honestly, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a update on Inferno. You know, yes, it's been a yard ornament for, you know, its whole life basically. I mean, I haven't driven it a lot. There's been a couple times that it's been on the road, but you know, other than, you know, it's sitting right here. It's been sitting right here a whole lot because, you know, I am only 17 years old. If you guys do not know, yes, I'm 17 years old and I'm building this truck. And if you guys have not already, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't already, so guys, if you haven't already, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button for more beautiful content about this beautiful purple truck that is a POS. Across the sky.